Okay, so let's be honest. When was the last time you actually looked at a streetlight? I mean, really paid attention to it? Probably never, right? But here's the thing. That simple, boring lamp on the corner might just be the most important piece of tech on your entire block. We're going to peel back the layers on the secret second life of the streetlight. So let's just start with this wild idea. What if the smartest thing on your block wasn't your phone, wasn't your car, but the streetlight? Seriously, what if that pole was managing traffic, sensing the air quality, maybe even giving you Wi-Fi, all while it lights up the sidewalk? The thing is, this isn't some far-off sci-fi future. It's happening right now. The whole concept of a streetlight is being flipped on its head. We're moving away from a simple, kind of dumb product to a really powerful, connected platform. Yeah, there's a buzzword for it, of course. It's called lighting as a platform. And all that really means is we stop thinking about streetlights as just lights and start seeing them for what they really are, a pre-built network. It's this incredible infrastructure, always powered on, that's just waiting to connect to the Internet of Things, or IoT, where everyday objects can talk to each other. Suddenly, these poles can host all kinds of sensors and gadgets that do way, way more than just shine a light. I mean, just look at the difference here. The old streetlight, it was basically just a light bulb on a stick. It sucked up a ton of energy, and when it died, the city only knew because somebody eventually called to complain. But the new smart streetlight, it's a whole different beast. It's an energy-sipping IoT platform that can actually tell the city it's about to fail before it goes dark. That's not just an upgrade, it's a total game changer.
So you might be asking, why streetlights? Why not, I don't know, fire hydrants? Well, it turns out they have some massive built-in advantages. For one, they are everywhere, giving you instant city-wide coverage. 2, they're already hooked up to a constant source of power. 3, they just happen to be at the perfect height for sensors and communication gear to work effectively. And finally, they're literally built to have stuff bolted onto them. They're like the perfect skeleton for building a smart city.
Okay, so that's the what and the why. But how does this all actually work? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the engine of this new smart city backbone.
The easiest way to think about it is like the human body. The sensors on the light poles, those are the city's eyes and ears, taking in everything that's going on. Then you've got these little computers called gateways. Think of them as the middle managers or local nerve centers that process urgent info right there on the spot. And all that data eventually flows to the cloud, which acts as the central brain, looking at the big picture and making the major decisions.
And, not all of these parts talk to each other in the same way. The network has to be smart about it. If you need to connect the lights across an entire city, you're going to use something long-range, like cellular. But for just a single park or a public square, good old Wi-Fi works just fine. And for something super specific, like keeping track of equipment inside a building, you'd use a short-range connection, like Bluetooth. It's all about using the right tool for the job.
So, at the end of the day, it really just boils down to this simple 4-step loop that runs over and over. First, the lights sense the world around them, motion, sunlight, air quality, you name it. Second, they communicate that data up the chain wirelessly. Third, the system's brain analyzes all that information and looks for patterns. And finally, the lights adapt automatically. Maybe they dim down on an empty street to save power or brighten up the moment you walk by. Now, this is the really cool part. This isn't just a theory or some tech demo. Cities are doing this today, and the results are pretty incredible. So let's look at how this is playing out in the real world.
And our first stop is Los Angeles. LA runs one of the biggest smart streetlight systems on the planet, with more than 223,000 lights all connected to the network.
Get this, just by making their streetlights smart, LA cut its energy use from those lights by 63%. 63. For a massive, sprawling city like Los Angeles, that is a mind-boggling amount of energy saved.
And what does that mean in terms of money? It means the city is saving $8.7 million every single year. That's real money that can now be spent on parks, schools, roads, you name it.
And it's not just about the money. We're talking about a massive environmental win, too. The city is cutting almost 48,000 tons of CO2 emissions every year. That's literally like taking thousands and thousands of cars off the road permanently. And LA isn't some lone wolf here. This is a global trend. In Barcelona, they've woven public Wi-Fi right into their lighting network. In Dubai, they're putting up smart poles packed with cameras and sensors. And Singapore is pushing the network out beyond just streets to cover bike paths and bus stops.
But here's the biggest takeaway.
all of this, the energy savings, the cost savings, the Wi-Fi, it's all just the beginning. Because the real revolution isn't about the light bulb, it's about the data. The light bulb is just a Trojan horse. The truly valuable thing is the information it can gather.
And you don't have to take my word for it. A report from the tech analysts at Omedia absolutely nailed it. They said, in the future, the real value of smart lighting will come from the data it generates. The hardware? That's just the vehicle. The intelligence is the real prize. So what can you do with all this data? Well, you can start to understand traffic patterns and ease rush hour jams before they even happen. The network could tell the sanitation department when a trash can is full. It could even detect tiny vibrations that mean a bridge needs to be inspected. It's about building a city that actively responds to what its people need right now. So the next time you're out for a walk at night, just look up for a second. That humble lamppost is quietly becoming the central nervous system for the city of tomorrow, which leaves us with a pretty cool question to think about. As our cities get smarter and smarter, what secrets are they going to learn from the lights above our heads?